Berg, just wanted to say thank you for always pushing us to be better versions of ourselves and for always being so caring and inspiring. It really meant a lot, and you really made a big impact on my life as well as all my classmates and people you had before and after. Sending good thoughts your way.
All right, go ahead and tell your name.
Tristan Jones. I'm Tristan Jones.
All right, and Tristan, kind of what are your memories of Mr. and Mrs. Burke from middle school now that tell them maybe that you're a senior now?
Yeah, I'm a senior. I liked Mrs. Burke's class. She was definitely one of the best language arts classes I've ever had. And I like how both of them prepared us for high school and beyond. Very helpful.
And kind of a message you'd want to send to both of them right now?
I don't know. I hope it gets better, and that there'll still be people there for you whenever you need it.
Go ahead.
Hi, Miss Burke. I haven't seen you in so long. I know you're not doing great, but I really want you to stay strong. You have been such an inspiration. I don't know if I could emotionally handle this. And there's a really good quote that I saw not too long ago that says, "Our destiny is not determined by the number of times we stand up, but by the number of times we rise up, dust ourselves off, and move forward." I was reading that off the wall behind me, actually. I also wanted to tell you that I actually wrote a slam poem about you a while back. And then I was going to share it at the assembly, but then after I finished editing it, I accidentally left it in my shorts and then washed my shorts. Yeah. I love you so much, and you just need to keep fighting. I don't know what I would do without you. So, thank you.
Hello. Hello. Man, you were some of the best teachers we've ever had. I just go back on memories all the time of past experiences in your class. I still remember being idiotic 8th grader coming into Miss Burke's class and be all like, "Hey, your armpits are sweating." And then for the rest of the year, you teased me about that every day. It was the best thing ever. I missed the inside jokes that we had. And you better have that Minecraft cat I still gave you back then.
Whenever I think about 8th grade, I only ever think about Mrs. Burke and Mr. Burke because you guys were my favorite teachers, and I always enjoyed going to science class first period because we'd always be testing the experiments before the other classes, and sometimes we'd accidentally fill the entire school with smoke, and then everyone would be freaking out thinking the school's on fire. We'd always have good memories, and we'd read. Mrs. Burke would pretend that she didn't know we weren't reading the books, but we were still getting good grades somehow. Mrs. Burke was my favorite teacher. I'd always want to stay after school and talk to her, and I hope you feel better because you're my favorite.
Yeah, there were a lot of memories from 8th grade year. I mean, both of you guys were great. Just so many memories.
You let me and Max sit by each other even though we were incredibly annoying. That must have been the worst thing in the world for you, but you dealt with it.
We still thank you for that. And, you were so good at merging fun and learning together. I've never met a teacher who's even gotten close to where you guys are at, teaching us while making us laugh and having inside jokes, and you just have such outgoing personalities that make us want to learn, and it was the best thing ever. You learned from us too. Don't buy cheap wax so you don't set the school on fire, but...
You're my favorite teachers that I've ever had so far. I like to tell myself I have a new favorite teacher sometimes, but then I think back to the teachers I've had, and it's always you guys that are my favorite, and I don't think anybody will ever be nearly as good as you guys were. Get better.
Miss Burke, I'm really grateful that you are a teacher. We didn't get a lot of experience with language arts and everything in 7th grade, so you really helped us in 8th grade with getting up to, what we were up to standard. And I'm just really grateful for that and everything. I loved you as a teacher. You were so funny, and it was a great learning environment.
Hey, Miss Burke, thank you for helping me when I was struggling in 8th grade. You really had a big influence on my language arts and making me enjoy it more. And for Mr. Burke, thank you for referring me to push me to biology. It was a great time, and now I'm doing college physics, so thank you.
Hey, Mr. Burke, it's Allie. I just wanted to go a little backwards in 8th grade and say Thank you for complimenting me on the photo of the dog eating bubbles for my final.
Hey, Miss Burke! We just wanted to say you're definitely an individual that's impacted our lives immensely, and we thank you for that. We thank you for being such an amazing teacher, and even if when you couldn't be there, you made videos to really show that you cared about us, and that really meant a lot. And we loved your ukulele performances, so thank you.
Hey, Miss Burke, thank you for helping me when I was struggling, and not only you helped me, but other people from 7th grade and 8th grade who really needed. Crap!
Okay, go.
Hi, Mrs. and Mr. Berg. Hope you're doing better, especially you, Mrs. Berg. I know you're going through a lot. And I just want to say thank you for being my 8th grade language arts teacher. You were probably the best. You're really nice to me and stuff, even though sometimes I was being a little kid. Same as the way.
Yeah. And I hope you have a wonderful recovery and you enjoy your life. This is really sad.
I'm Miss Berg. I'm Sophie. I don't remember if you remember me, but one time I picked Little Women as a book out of all of them, and I was the only one that picked it, and you thought it was really funny, and I liked it, and you said I'd be in honors even though I failed your class, and I am. So you're right. Thank you.
Hey, Mrs. Berg. I just wanted to say that you're an amazing teacher. Your sarcastic comments in class were hilarious, and I don't know, you just taught me really well. And I feel like your class one is I don't know, I'm just not gonna forget. You're an amazing person, and hey, Mr. Berg too. You're awesome. Okay, thank you guys both so much for being such great people in my life.
Hi, Mrs. Burke. You probably don't remember me because I was only in your class for about 14 days, but you and Mr. Burke helped me realize that I was smarter than I thought I was and helped me skip the 8th grade, and I'll be forever thankful for that because I wouldn't be where I am without you two.
Hi, Miss Burke. This is Hunter McCormick. Just wanted to say thank you for teaching me and so I can pass language arts, and I just hope that you get better because you were a great teacher. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Burke, it's Henry. I hope you're doing good. Keep fighting. You got this. Stay strong. We all believe in you. Thank you for teaching me.
It's Cody Strelzak, and I just want to say that you are a great teacher and everybody can learn from you to keep up the fight and just keep going and get better at what they do.
Hi, it's Krisha. I just wanted to say you made 8th grade the best year. I had really fun and you taught me so much.
Miss Burke, I just want to say that you were always my favorite teacher, and I loved how excited you got when you were teaching us about acting, and I always loved language arts and how you made it so simple and understandable. You were always my favorite teacher because you always had that happiness about you.
I have to agree with Naomi because you and Mr. Burke have been my favorite teachers since leaving middle school. You made learning easier to comprehend for me, and I enjoyed how you always brighten up the classroom when you were in a really good mood, and how you made all the students love you, where when things started going rough, we were all worried about you and wanting to help you out.
Thank you, Ms. Burke, for being my teacher. My sentences are shorter and I use more commas. Stay strong. I love you.
Thank you so much for the time that you dedicated to our class as a whole. I'm sure that it'll all pay off when we graduate.
You really inspired us to work harder and just not give up at anything we do.
We love you.
Love
you.
You inspire us a lot, and we send you our prayers, Miss Burke, and we miss you. And hi, Miss Burke. We really miss you.
I just want to say that I miss you. You were my favorite language arts teacher that I've had, and you taught me how to write about things that I don't care about. So thank you. I love you.
All right, ready to go.
Hey, Ms. Burke, just want to tell you that we appreciate everything you've done for us, leading us into high school. I miss having you as a teacher. You've done everything for me. We miss you and we love you.
We miss you.
Go ahead.
Hey, Mrs. Burke, you're an amazing teacher.
You're awesome. Stay strong.
Thank you for teaching us.
We love